Español. Union City Toastmasters Club, Daphne. Daphne, you can raise your hand. There's Daphne. Yes. The president of Toastmasters en Español, Neri Feliciano.
Hey, good morning.
And you know, the idea of this bureau is comprised of the experienced members of these two clubs that would like to empower them so they can do presentations to the community at large. Yes, and I'd like to welcome Jitendra, Yuko, Sergio, Ella, Cecilio, Aurelia, Luis, and Esther. Did I miss anybody? Let me see. Oh, Jen Charles, Mariana, welcome. Okay, so we have members of Union City Toastmasters here present. We have members of Toastmasters en Español, and we have guests from other clubs. So welcome all. All right, so are we ready? Well, it's 9:35. Let's start. Are we ready?
Ready.
Yes, let's do this. He is the president of the Leadership Club in Łódź, Poland. He's the finance manager in District 108, which comprises several countries in Europe, including Poland. His ambition is to become a senator in Mexico, where he's from originally. He loves social media. He has a Instagram live videos as a chef. He is a filmmaker in YouTube, and he loves to do these graphics in social media. And today he's going to share his secrets with us. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you my friend, Gerardo Garcia. Take it away, Gerardo.
Wow, thank you very much, Julian. Thank you very much for that introduction and for that music. Really appreciate it. And I'm happy to be here with you and to see always the smiley faces in the screens. So my fellow Toastmasters, yes, as mentioned in Julian, I am president in the Leadership Club, and I like to do a lot of graphics. So I created a lot of them already. You will see some of them during the presentation, but I wanted to mostly focus on how to in the branding part, having the branding part here. Then it will be drive you to then after you apply those to every time publish any graphics. The graphics can then flourish by themselves, applying by the branding and identify your branding points of view. Just let me start with the presentation. 1 second. If may I allow to share screen, it could be really great. Yes, perfect. So yes, we have it here, and yeah. Webinar of social media graphics. And yes, we have some agenda on it. We will check in about what is a social media as such, the secrets that we will apply, some Q&A session, and also comments about it. This is basically the agenda for the presentation itself. And well, social media. Here I will be pointing, because important to mention, every social media platform have different layout. And well, we can see we have Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, website. Well, our website of the leadership has some technical problems, but still, these are the main social media platforms that I'm most familiar with. TikTok or other new platform, still I'm not using it at all. Twitter is something that also need to improve on it. However, there is also specific layout for Twitter that it will be also appearing during this presentation as well. However, these are the main social media that I will be focusing it, and that we have actually developed more presence on these platforms. And well, if you can see here, in the other side is our Instagram account. We have several. If you visit our Instagram account in the Leadership Watch, you can see a lot of graphics. And also we are doing live Instagram, several new things that we are applying in videos as well, but especially with the graphics. And you will see that all of them have some specific way to publish them. I hope that you identify it. I will not spoil out about it and tell it now, but I would encourage you more to develop during the session. And well, the secrets. Let's go for the secrets. That secret number one. I call it like that, secrets, but at the end, it's available for everyone. The type of post, the type of post that we are applying for each social media, because every social media has, again, a specific layout. For if you see for Instagram, is more a square, is a square layout in here. But if you need to apply stories, there is also different one, and is we can have it with 180 pixels. This is in pixels, so this material will be sent to all of you, so you can deep dive or check more in details more calmly. But important to mention on that, Instagram has already the specific layout for post for stories, and this is very visible in the tools like Canva, like Snappa, like the other tools that are already available. For also Photoshop, if you are using Photoshop as well. But these main three tools, they are having this specific in pixels. You can always put it in pixels with the layouts. I see that someone raised a question. I would appreciate it that the questions we can leave it for the end of the meeting, so we can just go through it. But important that if you can raise it, we can just take it out since the beginning on it. For Facebook, we have more diverse layouts, and you see here more rectangular layouts. To do a post has a different layout. To do an event, a cover also is different layout. A group cover for any group that you have or you could create also has different layout. A cover of a profile even is different than the group cover. So it's also important just to have it in mind. And the same as the story. The story is almost like Instagram, sorry. So these are the two main social media we're managing. And as you can see, most of them, they have different layouts with pixels depicted on it. So please just keep it in mind every time that you need to publish or make a post, because having the right layout will also help you to reach more people. Even it allows to the algorithm in Instagram or Facebook also to show the right audience if you are using the layouts. So because it's more easy to read for the audience, that's why they is also benefits on that. And please keep it on mind. Is one important thing on it. Then we have YouTube. For YouTube, there is a specific way to do the cover. It's called thumbnail. And for that also is different layout, different than the Facebook or other social media platforms. So I also encourage to check it out. And the channel art is like the cover of your profile in YouTube. This is as well. It's very like thin and very rectangular on it. It's a specific way to create a channel art for your YouTube social media platform. Then we have as well the LinkedIn. The LinkedIn is 1,200 pixels by 628. This is the best layout for LinkedIn to use on it. And Zoom, actually here I'm making some bonus on you for doing a Zoom background. The best is always to have this 1920p per 1080p. This is the best layout size for a Zoom background. And also just to check it out on you. Again, I think some of you have Twitter and use it the most. I will send it. I don't have it in the presentation, but I will send it later on. I will include it, and you will have also as well for Twitter as well. Then we pass to the other secret, the best image. Always is important to use the best image. For example, here you can see that we were making a post about pathways. And in this case, innovative planning, we made the graphic. We put, okay, the what we want to highlight is the path. And then our social media address for Instagram in this case, but the picture is kind of blur, and this is only to make the right example of it, because you will see then the difference after all. Here there is always a difference if you can use a blur or right quality photo. In this case, if you don't have those photos, you can always download it from, there is a stock photo. You can just put in Google stock photo, and there plenty of image that are without copyrights, if you want to use some of them. So I always encourage you to use the best quality for the pictures in order to convey with the message, so the message will have more impact on you want to transmit to the audience that is on your social media platform. So again, just is here we can see the blur, but it's better to have the best quality. And actually, if you are using Canva or this Snappa, there is always an option that is giving you download the best quality, retina quality, or web adapted. The web adapted is the image that is very low quality. It's not low quality, but less pixels. And this always is used for the websites, because the websites, if you put image with a good, very nice quality, then your website will be very slow. So also need to consider that for the website purposes. But for the social media platform, please use the best quality, and you can download it by Retina, or even Retina double at 2. Is something called like that in Canva or Snappa. There is this option on it. Then here the most important in this case from my side, and I will be highlighting the most, to create some identity or branding. Toastmaster is already have a brand manual in there, and they are showing you to use specific colors in order to be in alignment with the brand manual of Toastmaster. However, it's always between that to make differentiation from the other clubs. And it's not only about the colors, but also even to have some taglines as well. We have the Toastmaster tagline where leaders are made, but for example, for Toastmaster in Espanol, they have one of the beautiful taglines, because I like it a lot, and I wanted to steal it, but at the end I said no, but it's really nice because I really love it. It's the club of your dreams. So even though you have where the leaders are made, for Toastmaster in Espanol is the club of your dreams, and this is the tagline, a tagline for your club, and is how can be identified among others. So that's why it's always important to have or to make this a special identity for your club. Either way, if you want to make it for personal branding, or you have your personal website or social media as I have, sorry. So I also create a specific graphics with certain even letters as well that can match my personal brand. For example, here we have one, and I would ask you if you can see this specific uh, graphics, what they have in common on this specific graphic. What could you say? Okay, because this is with this is that you can say, oh, these are the leadership club guys, the leadership club. What do you think in here is our personal branding that we are using for this specific graphics? Someone would like to have some word?
It's a combination of the blue, the kind of pink, and white.
Exactly. However, Toastmaster, one important thing, Toastmaster is not recommending this specific pink. And actually, we are using it outside of it. However, when we wanted to create our own branding for our club, we were trying to match those colors. And when it was by accident that we met with that pink, then we could see that the specific blue that is having Toastmaster with the white and this pink has very nice approach or visual. It's very nice visually, and a lot of people at the beginning we received a lot of compliments because they say, "Whoa, amazing! It looks really nice. How you are doing this, matching this specific color, the pink one." And at the beginning we start to have several visitors when the COVID started, and they say they had the opportunity to visit our club. They say, okay, let's visit because it was very nice approach to invisible in social media. This our Instagram account now, we are reaching almost the 1,500 followers. But if we start with very few. In the time that we have developed all this, we grew to quite in this case not very fast, but it was nice growth, and always the good comments about the graphics, and they will say, hey guys, where are you doing your graphics? Really nice graphics. These colors are matching perfectly. They are very, very nice. And yes, the idea is just to mix the white, pink, and also the blue. However, we lately we identified our club is situated in a city called Łódź, which translated in English is a boat or a ship. So and actually that's why it's called our club like that, is the leader and then separated ship. And it's a word playing with the city and also with the Toastmaster tagline of the leaders, of the leader. That's why we use it. But we decided also to include this part that is mentioning. Just let me see if oh no, okay, sorry. These small sheep that are in two colors, in blue and also in pink. So since maybe 2 months, we are using this a small sheep in every graphic. These are meetings from July or October. So I think it was after October that we start to use it, because from let's say middle, maybe we start to start using this small boat. The other thing that we had as well, and um, it was led by Ella, that because we were talking about with her that the need to have a tagline like the Toastmaster in Español, the club of your dreams, or el club de tus sueños. We say okay, and so she picked up one of the projects of Toastmaster of her pathway, and very smart way. he put it just to say, okay, guys, this is my project, but I would like to ask all of you, because it's to integrate a group of people and to reach a consensus. What could be our tagline for our club? And we have a lot of ideas. Some people were saying, we have some guests as well giving some ideas or providing, and at the end we came with one recommendation that it was made by Julian, but also combining with other good thoughts that other people were making. And at the end is come sell with friends. This is our tagline. So the leadership club, come sell with friends, because in Toastmaster is where the leaders are made. And this is how we are combining this part and creating our identity within Toastmaster as well. And soon we are especially trying to improve on this pink, but we are in a process, because it's not that easy just to that we created a brand and then we need to move little by little. But soon we will start with the colors that Toastmaster is telling us to use, or making instruction about it. So identity is the thing that I would encourage you, and is the most important secret that I would encourage you to develop, either for your club or for your personal branding that you would like to have if you have a personal. Always in man, and I highlight very on it. I highlighted on it very, very good. So the fonts are playing very nice in order to display a very nice graphic, and you will see the difference, and I will make some examples. For example, again, we have the same graphic as it is. We will have the same, but with different words, with different fonts. They are the same, but different fonts. So you can see that there is big difference, and it can be easier to read, or that we can be benefit that Instagram will show it, because this one that is with the nice fonts is easier to the people. It looks actually better than this. I don't know if for you is the same, or is different. If you can share something about it, do you can you see that the importance also to having the right fonts for it? So we have this, and it is also to convey with the message that you want to give on it. So please, this is the other secret: fonts. Always to use the right fonts, and sometimes we can take a lot of time in here because it's not that easy. But if you are trying checking different fonts, you will be then have the right the right way to make the post, and then it will be easier for you, as I told you. Okay, so we passed already the fonts part. The highlight the importance here. When we are creating a post, we need to provide a message. So what do you think here is the most important thing for this webinar that we created at the beginning in October? Because at the end is related to social media to graphics. Toastmaster, we need to have a specific date. We need to see who is doing it or who is sponsoring it, and also if is a registration required. However, the most important thing is that the main message is about that webinar about graphics in social media. So even though these colors or this graphic that is in here is like the paints that when you are going to paint your house and you see, and I say, okay, how, so this we made it bigger. Also about what is the webinar name in here. Toastmaster, we leave it with visibility, but still our main message is that we will do a webinar about social media graphics. So that's why we highlight this part, this specific icon, and also the name of it. So this is always also the thing, another trick that we need to take in consideration. For example, now we have another example. In this case, we have a meeting that it was related to the weather. As you can see, we use a specific icon that can depict about our meeting that it will be related to the weather. Then, okay, we have the name that is called here in letters, but our main purpose is about a thermometer, and then this that is like fixing. So it's about the weather. And then after that, we say, okay, it's an online meeting. We are meeting on Thursday on this specific day and at the specific time. Then we have in the other way a chair. And the main important message that we have here is that the chair is without a person, because we are waiting for you to join us. So we have a bunch of people in the computer that we are in the computer, and they are having fun. That is, here we have the leadership and that is our club. And then what we have here the chair without a person. So we are just waiting for that person, and this is our main message for it. Something that I will accept here is that this graphic, for example, the letters are not good because we put it in a way that even is not that visible. Maybe I should use a different color, like the white one, to highlight it the most. But that's why I made a combination between the pink, but we didn't want to be outside our branding, so we use a bit the pink, but also with some slight tones of white as a background, like making it like a 3D words. That's why we use it on it, but I hope that you understand the message on this. Another example that we have, when we made our club anniversary, it was already the COVID, and it was our 7th anniversary. So we needed to highlight that it will be a celebration, but online, that we will not meet for the first time in person to celebrate. So we wanted to make sure that everyone that would attend be online, that is a celebration, because we will have cakes, we have some glasses, some like woohoo or this, and these hats, like party hats as well. Also, when it was the anniversary, but the main thing, it was about that it was online, and the Toastmaster online on it. That it was the main important message on this graphic that we saw it. After we have all these specific secrets, all of them make sense, but I don't know. I would like to hear from you, and maybe we can jump into some of part of the Q&A related to this presentation. Just let me see, because I can see that there are already some questions. Okay, I know. Okay, it was only some comment about it. So my fellow Toastmaster, it makes sense about the things that we were reviewing with you in some way. Some questions about it that you could have.
Okay. I'll help you out, Gerardo. Louis typed in chat,
Yeah.
how do you measure success rate of your graphics?
By the comments and also for example the specific way that the likes that you are having in this case in the platform, we are measuring all, we have the insights in our Instagram in this case, and we are checking which graphic has most likes and the comments that always we receive, because we receive comment, hey, very nice graphic where you are doing it, and especially when they are asking you, hey, which application do you use, which these are you using to make the graphic, and then also because as I told you, I am using already some tools before I was doing it in PowerPoint or that it take me a lot of time making on PowerPoint, and still I enjoy it. One thing that maybe I would also highlight here, because uh, I would encourage you to start to make them in PowerPoint, because this is a very manual tool that it will require more time to do it, but only as a test, okay? And once you have you make one, two, three, even 10 graphics in PowerPoint, then you will be realized that by using Canva or the Snappa, which are these tools to create an easy and fast way the graphics, is take you less even time to make it, because I'm using Snappa, and before I remember I had time like doing a graphic in 30 minutes. Now it takes me 5 or even 10 minutes. I just have the idea, put the right fonts, specific thing, and that's all. Canva and Snappa, they are making us the life easier. So it's just combining, and actually they are already providing you some templates that you can use and just change for your color branded that you are using in your graphics. So to measure this is I make a parenthesis on it just to make it like I encourage you to start doing it in PowerPoint, because later on for you it will be easier to use Canva or Snappa. Related to the question of Luis, how you measure this part, as I told you, every platform has also a metric tools where you can see how many people reach, how many people like it, how many people watch it but didn't like it, and so on. So in this, even one when you need to promote one of your graphics, is telling you, hey, Gerardo, this graphic is having 80 or 90% more popularity than the rest of the graphics. We encourage you to make an ad on it. So also they are giving you that. We can measure it with those metrics that every social media platform is has. Sorry.
Okay. Louis has a follow-up question. How would you turn a high number of visitors into regular members? What if it's a brand new club with very few members?
Yes, it's something that uh, actually is happening to us, because as I was explaining at the beginning, uh, we start since the COVID, we start to have um, a lot of visitors in there. And I remember actually Julian was one of them, then became our member. We had then Bonnie as well, that it was found via Instagram. Then afterwards we have Nettie, that it was mentioned by Julian. Since the COVID, we confirmed that we had around, and from March to October, we had 6 new members in the club. But also we have our members, other members that at the end they didn't like the way of online meetings, for example. But this is a different topic. But attracting members, it helped at the beginning. Now that everything became online and more regular, actually now we can see we are still visible, and time to time we are receiving guests, not as the beginning, but still time to time. For example, we can see Esther. She's from Bosnia and Herzegovina. She was visiting us last Thursday as well, and it was via Instagram that he checked one of the posts because he said it was an opportunity to make a speech, and she wrote us. So we say yes, of course. It wouldn't be problem. So from social media, it could be important that once we have the visitors, always to make a follow-up with them. After that, we need to also, how can I put it in this way? Now is the other challenge. Once the visitors are there, how to make them members. And this is a different topic because it's not a job effort only for the membership, vice president of membership, but it's of all the club. How you welcome this guest, how you are treating, if the guest is feeling okay in your meeting, what they are receiving from the meeting is a different topic on it. The way here is make a good post, and once you have the visitors, that is another topic that it could be maybe good to develop.
Right. The graphic is like the resume, right? The resume is to get the interview, not to get the job.
Yes.
The graphic is to get the visitors to the club. Then the rest, like you said, is another topic. Jitendra wants you to remind us the websites that you mentioned. He said you mentioned Canva, Napa. Was there
Snappa.
another one?
Snappa is called.
How do you spell? You want to type it in chat?
Yes. One moment.
Oh, okay. All right. I see. Jenny
Yes.
replied.
Okay.
Jenny
Yeah.
replied. I'm going up and down. I'm sorry. Because I also private messages. Okay, so the next question I think is from Nettie. Where is it now?
There is on the chat. Still.
Okay. How do you promote your postings beyond the people that already are following you? I guess he means the ones that already are following you in social media. How do you promote beyond those people?
Well, for example, here we are engaging the members and the people, also the guests. Something that we are doing is, for example, live Instagrams, and we were doing it in the past, but then we stopped. Then we saw that how Julian started in Instagram, and then we said, "Whoa! Actually, we are having nice reception in Instagram. Why not to do it on it? Because we were doing it in Facebook and in YouTube before, but our major platform became Instagram, and we say." Actually, it was nice way to see how Julian made it and say, oh, we can do it as well on it. And we are making interviews to our current members and also the guests. So once the guests are having, for example, visiting us, we invited as well to make a live Instagram on it. It's a conversation, and actually it's with Ella. Ella is the host. And she's the one that is leading this part. So my lovely wife, in this case, and that is one thing, because at the end, well, we are in the same place, and it's easier for us to settle down all the equipment that I have for camera, for the internet, for even how to put it in certain way. Is the way how we are developing that. For personal branding, well, I have my account, my personal account, and in there I am trying to reach now the 10,000 followers, because once you reach 10,000 followers, you can become influencer, and there are tools that can allow you or to make promotion bigger, and you start once you have the 10,000, you start monetizing the videos or all the content that you are creating. Once you have the 10,000, I am in 7,300, and I'm trying to reach for the 10,000. This is my objective at the moment. Creating a lot of videos, and also as Julian was mentioning, I'm sharing. I'm not a chef. However, with the COVID, I just developed this skill because I like to cook. I noticed that I had a hidden passion, and I'm sharing breakfast, and I'm doing it live. So to be more challenging and yeah, applying the public speaking skills. So is how I also challenging myself on it.
Gerardo, Jitendra wants to know how did you get the subtitles? Is that a new feature in Zoom?
Subtitles?
You were speaking.
No. When you are sharing the screen, I don't know why there is an option in Zoom when you can set it up. I don't know if I do it because it's the third time someone is asking me, but actually I didn't know how I did it. So I don't know how that Zoom thing it's working. I just see that when I'm sharing the screen and I'm start to talk, there are some subtitles there.
Okay, now the question from Aurelia. If you're changing your branding and graphics after 2 years of posting, for example, do you recommend deleting your previous posts and start fresh?
In this case, what you did already in the past, forget it and just focus on the present and what is coming. So in this case, actually you can see I just for the leadership account, we start with different graphics, but they are still there. And also for my personal account, after I decided to make a branding, I'm restarting again. I'm starting fresh, and I'm adding also new features. As I told you, I didn't have this live Instagram breakfast for my personal account. I start to do it. Something that I also like, and I'm discovering it is about wine tasting. And so I'm planning, for example, to do a live Instagram now, but enjoying a wine and just invite a person and have a talk that you can say, hey, let's like you are having a wine time and just say, hey, how you see this wine, what you like, but also chat with that person. It's something that I'm thinking is just to add new features to what is your personal branding. For my personal branding is related to travel, photography, food, and wine. So everything that is related with these four things, because it's a blog. I am not it's not a specific brand. For example, I saw Aurelia. She has the company and is related for organizing the weddings. So in this case, it should be focused on it, but and has a specific market already. In my case, I have 4 things, and that's how I can have diverse opportunities on it.
Okay, and thank you, Jitendra and Jenny, because they figured out the snappa, and especially Jitendra did the research. Thank you for that. And he did a search in Google, I mean.
For example, for Snappa, but this is everything in the paid version. So I don't know how it works in the free, but in the paid version, always there are always a nice feature. In Snappa, for example, there is one that it allows you just to take out the background and just make the person like very flat. So, and it works like Zoom. So you can put this person in a specific background as a graphic, and it looks really nice. For example, I will show you one example here. Just one moment.
Okay, good. My neighbor is playing music, so I'm going to turn my mic off for a minute.
Yes, here. I have it. Okay, and you can see it?
We can see your folder.
No. So so in this case with the Snappa, I didn't have to make any takeout because
Excuse
if you
me.
do it in Photoshop,
Excuse me. I
yes.
mean, I think you have shared only the folder. You have not shared your Chrome.
Okay. Yes, here. Now, yes. I removed here for this photo of Ella the background, and she's only there, and I just put it with the colors of our club. In this case, it was for the division contest that she was participating, so we made this to wish her all the best for that specific, and it was like very fast with the snap like that. It takes 5 seconds, so you don't need to play with like in Photoshop to take you a lot of time in order to make this perfect shape of hair, removing the background.
How much Snappa costs and how much Canva cost? Can you show us the website to make sure we
Yes.
are at the right place?
Just one moment.
They are the main two you are recommending, right? Canva and Snappa.
Both. I'm using both. I like graphics, so I am taking profit from both of them. Just one moment. Let me share my screen. Again. Here, this is the one that is Snappa. Pricing, we can see it here. We have free, then we have pro. Is here is 10,000 per month. Yeah. And if you have a company,
which one do you use? Which one do you use, Gerardo? The Pro?
Both. The Pro, yes, yes. I don't have another company, so I'm using the Pro. It's only for a personal account.
Okay, thank you. We have another question from Louis. Can you recommend a good reference guide book relating to the topic discussed?
Sorry, can you recommend a
Louis
good reference
would like
guidebook?
to know if you can recommend a book or a reference relating to this topic of graphics.
No. Because I would encourage you mostly to better to go to YouTube, because this is very this is very new things. So and for me, YouTube is more graphic. I can take from it, and just to type in YouTube social media graphics or graphics, how to do graphics, and then it will be a lot of material. As well, there is this special course that is from Udemy as well. You can have that possibility, but applying these 5 secrets and with the materials, you can have a very nice approach to develop nice graphics for your club or for your personal branding.
How do you spell Udemy? I'm sorry.
Udemy is let me see. In my case, for example, books, I like to use for books, I only like novels or other type of literature, but for learning something, I don't, this is but personal approach. I don't use the books. I rather more the YouTube, or because I'm more visual thing, I'm learn by practicing it as well. And books, I'm other type of literature that I'm having. Okay. So I wouldn't know how to recommend on there.
Okay. So Sergio Gerardo typed the Udemy in chat. You can look for the spelling there. And since Gerardo finished early, the 15 minutes are up, but we have time for one more question.
I have a
Because
question.
Gerardo finished
Yes.
than expected. So
Gerardo.
we have one more question from Jenny.
Cecilio.
When you preload presentation on Snappa versus PowerPoint, do you present directly from Snappa or do you transfer the images to a PowerPoint and save?
No. Snappa can give you immediately the right, because you just put there, for example, the right size. You just download it and it will be automatically. Then you upload the Zoom background there. That because it's downloaded as a PNG image. So with that, and then you upload it immediately. If you would like to use PowerPoint, because you would like to create different or more manual thing, there is also a way to put the size. There is an option called design, and in there you just put the right pixeling, and then you can have also the right layout.
Okay, thank you. All right. All right, so I thought that was the last question, but let's see, what time is it? It's 10:25. Two more real quick that I see over here.
Cecilio and Jitendra have also questions.
Jitendra wants to know YouTube. Do you follow some channels? Yeah, two questions, yes. But Jitendra typed it. Do you can hear me now, right? All right. Do you follow some channels, or can you search some channels for learning? The channels in YouTube for learning. Do you have any channels that you can?
No, like specific channel, no. I just type the theme that I have or that I would like to put, and it displaying a lot of possibilities. Then you check which one is better for you, or you check the few of them by, I don't know, the first 3 minutes, and you say, oh, this guy is explaining in a way that I will learn faster, or the other guy is doing it better. It depends on you. It's just to put in YouTube the topic, and then it will be displayed there.
Mm-hmm. And last question, Cecilio, go ahead.
Well, it's more like a comment more than a question. Gerardo, I like the ideas of how you approach guests or visitors to your club, and I want to get in contact with you to get more details.
Okay.
Actually, I would encourage you for Ella. Ella is the vice president of membership, and she's the one that can give more tips on the membership part.
Okay.
And in this case, we are teaming with her, so we are in the same place, and we just discuss topics. For us, it's easier to do that. But at the end, yes, I would recommend with her.
I certainly will. Thank you.
What I would propose, we have still a small chat in here, so we can exchange emails and then have the fluent and the best contact just to answer all the questions that you have with pleasure.
Ella, I will love that.
Thank you, Ella. But again, this is the part of regulations to get the people to come, get the guests to come to the club. Then to turn this into members is a different topic, like Gerardo was. They're related though. So thank you for that, Ella, to offer to assist there. Okay, definitely. So any questions? We don't have time, but any additional questions, please exchange the emails. Gerardo, you might want to post your email too if they have any questions for you. Thank Gerardo very much.
I will send the presentation, so you will have it in there, and it will be available for all of you. You will have then my email, and actually the branding also start with the email. When you receive, you will see it, because now I put even some branding thing for my account. But even from the email start the branding, and to advise that the people know you. There is something
Yes.
that, for example,
Thank-
I also like to do a lot is the video editing, and we are creating also several videos on it. But this is another topic, and this is other thing that we can explain also later on by video edition.
Yes.
And what I
Thank you,
could share
Gerardo.
also from my side, and Gerardo, the graphic master and social media master, I was not convinced totally to that part, but then thanks to Gerardo, I noticed how much power it has and possibilities. So really, definitely the graphics itself, but also the social media as well, especially now.
Yeah. Thank you, Ella.
Oh.
All right. So once again, thank you, Gerardo. Good job.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you
Any
very
additional
much.
questions? Remember, you can send it to the bureau, or you can send it to Gerardo directly. And at the beginning, I just wanted to go straight. I wanted to keep this in an hour, and I've attended even webinars from the district's bureau, right? What is it called, Yuko? OmniPro Speakers Bureau that we have at District 83. And, you know, they just go straight from the introduction to the presenter. Of course, they get 40 plus people attending. So that's why I send that welcoming and note in chat for the guests, give me the emails, but of course we have those already. So thank you once again. So in addition to recognizing the president of these two clubs, I'll take another minute now to recognize district leaders that we have with us. Jitendra is a district director, right, Jitendra?
The area
In
72
District
director.
83.
But Yuko has been also the area 72 director.
And yes, she was going to be next. Yuko is a past district director, and she has attended several of these workshops in person and webinars now online. And thank you so much, Yuko, for volunteering as the timer. I also would like to recognize another district director, happens to be the immediate past of Toastmasters en Español, Luis Yauri. We have a past president of Toastmasters en Español, Cecilia Wilson. So happy we have so many past presidents here with us. Aurelia Howard happens to be past president of both Union City Toastmasters and Toastmasters en Español. And so Ella is with us. You probably figure it out by now. She is a member of the leadership club in Poland. Jenny, thank you for joining us. She's a member of Toastmasters en Español. And Mariana, thank you for joining us. Mariana is a member of Union City Toastmasters. She is the vice president of membership. And Esther is visiting us from Bosnia. She resides in Bosnia. So she saw this promotion. So I hope everybody benefit from it. Thank you very much. And the meeting is adjourned, 9:31. Enjoy the rest of your day, the afternoon, your evening, whichever part of the world you're from. Be well.
Thank you very much.